모두 자리에 앉아주시기 바랍니다.
Please all be seated.
지금부터 베니그노 아퀴노 3세 필리핀 대통령을 위한 박근혜 대한민국 대통령 주최
Of His Excellency Benigno S, Aquino III, the President of the Republic, Geun-hye, the President of the Republic of Korea.
하겠습니다. 모두 자리에서 일어나 국기를 향해 주시기 지금부터 베니그노 아퀴노 3세 필리핀 대통령을 위한 박근혜 대한민국 대통령 주최 국빈 만찬을 시작하겠습니다.
We now announce the opening of the state dinner in honor of His Excellency Benigno S, Aquino III, the President of the Republic of the Philippines, hosted by Her Excellency Park Geun-hye, the President of the Republic of Korea.
먼저 대한민국 대통령께서 만찬을 하시겠습니다.
Her Excellency President Park Geun-hye will deliver welcoming remarks.
국민 여러분, 새 정부 출범 후 첫 번째 국빈으로 방한하신 아키노 대통령님을 한국 국민과 함께 진심으로 환영합니다.
Your Excellency, President Benigno Aquino III, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, I join the people of Korea in offering our sincere welcome to you, Mr. President, as the first leader to pay a state visit to Korea since my government was inaugurated.
오늘 정상회담을 통해 저와 아키노 대통령님을
Between Korea and the Philippines.
마부하이 네.
다음은 베니그노 아퀴노 3세 필리핀
Your Excellency, President Park, the warmth that you have extended to me and my delegation is remarkable. It is truly an honor to be present here as the first leader to be accorded a state visit by Your Excellency. Indeed, your presidency is itself historic. Just as my mother was the first Filipina to lead my country, you hold the unique privilege of serving and leading your nation as its first female president. It is my hope that you will find the resilience and strength to guide your people towards a more vibrant future for Korea. I would also like to thank the people of Korea for the welcome they have shown not only to myself, but also to almost 50,000 Filipinos who live dignified and productive lives here in your country. Just as my countrymen have experienced your kindness and generosity, I am confident that your countrymen in the Philippines are experiencing the kind of hospitality and friendship that are characteristic of the Filipino nation. Madam President, our nations are tied by the deepest of bonds. In the 1950s, my country was still rising from the rubble of the Second World War. 1 million Filipinos, we are told, were lost out of a total population of 12 million. We are taught that Manila, further, was second only to Warsaw in terms of destruction. And yet, when the call from our Korean friends came, my countrymen were among the first contingents to answer. Though we had little to give, we were determined to help however we could. Our soldiers fit awkwardly into the helmets issued them, and they were unused to the cold, but they had their stout, blazing hearts to keep them warm. They knew that ultimately they were fighting for ideals common to all of humanity: human dignity, freedom, and the opportunity to pursue aspirations free from the shackles of oppression. These continue to define our friendship, and the Korean people have in turn responded in the name of these values that we share. We are working for the joint development and progress of our respective peoples. The Philippines in particular enjoys many tangible signs of how mutually beneficial our relationship is. Proof of this are the construction of the Halaor River Multipurpose Project Stage 2 in Iloilo and the completion of the Guindigan Airport, both of which were achieved with the generous assistance of the Korean people and government. I had the privilege of relating to Your Excellency how, when my father covered the Korean War as a young newspaper correspondent, he saw how hand in hand Filipinos and Koreans fought together in braving the greatest of challenges. Just as we were partners in the past, today we remain committed to assisting one another, standing shoulder to shoulder in working to foster peace, stability, and cooperation in our part of the world. On this note, allow me then to propose a toast to Your Excellency President Park's continued health and good fortune as you lead your nation to even greater heights, to the enduring friendship between the Filipino and Korean peoples, and to peace and prosperity for all.
이 말씀으로 이제 대통령님의 건승과 한국의 발전 그리고 양국 간의 지속적인 우위와 이 지역의 평화와 발전을 위해서 건배를 제의하겠습니다.
오늘 만찬은 한식으로